And now, overlooking Phoenix from the Double Wide Network in the Camelback Towers. Money and the Law by Darra Rayndon, attorney at law. It's Darra Speaks. And now your host for Darra Speaks, Darra Rayndon.
Hi, it's Monday, November 25th, 2013. Happy Thanksgiving and Happy Hanukkah to our listeners and to the people at Double Wide Network. Thank you all for your help. Today I will be speaking about the use and need for various types of powers of attorney. But first, our guests today are Lisa Pewe, who is the president of the board of directors of Envision Therapeutic Horsemanship, Inc., and attorney Victoria Longfellow. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Hi. We will start with Lisa. So, Lisa, you have let me know that Envision Therapeutic Horsemanship, Inc. is an IRS-approved 501c3 organization. I read the vision statement for Envision, and I found it fascinating. I'd like to read a small portion. It is the vision of Envision to equip and empower individuals, I like that word equip, and their families to move forward with momentum to their next level in life, focusing on populations who have physical, cognitive, or developmental disabilities, as well as individuals with autism, victims of domestic violence, abused, neglected, or at-risk youth, as well as those needing care after and during a divorce, returning veterans, and their families. That's a mouthful and a big vision. How does Envision fulfill this purpose?
Hi, Darra. Thanks for having me here, and that is such a great question. The primary core way that we are fulfilling this vision is by utilizing horses. And we utilize horses in a therapeutic venue to help these various populations. And our big goal now is to be expanding what we've been doing for a couple of years into a state-of-the-art equestrian facility that is kind of adapted for each various population and their family, so that we can really develop and deliver services to various populations.
What makes horses unique to this kind of work, and why are they so helpful? Why horses?
Why horses? That is a great question. And there's two basic areas that we utilize the horses as partners, really, in therapeutic activities. One is called therapeutic riding and carriage driving, and that's been around for quite a few years. And the basic premise of that is to help individuals with cognitive disabilities, physical disabilities, traumatic brain injuries, those type of things, and it is a mounted exercise. So the individuals will actually be mounted on the horse, and they will be riding. And so through the movement of the horse, they gather tremendous physical benefits, cognitive stimulation benefits, relational benefits by working with the team that surrounds them in many ways that they wouldn't get otherwise. Then the other part of the equine therapeutic activities is more of a ground-based program where they're not mounted. And these kind of activities fall into two categories: equine-facilitated learning and equine-facilitated psychotherapy. And the horses in this sense are really helping individuals learn about themselves. So the focus is about inner growth, learning about what blocks them in success in their own life. We can help a wide variety of individuals, adults, children, teenagers, at-risk youth, those that are going through all kinds of transitions, and many with mental health diagnoses when we work with a trained mental health provider.
I assume that you are yourself a horse person. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. I have been for probably 30 plus years, definitely.
Well, how did you get involved with Envision? You're clearly passionate about this work. Tell me about how you came to find out about it.
Years ago, I've been involved with horses since I was a young girl, and I became a professional in the industry when I was about 18 years old. So I've been an equine professional, coaching, training, exhibiting, for 30 years. And what I noticed when I was running an equestrian academy, the power that the horse had in the lives of the individuals. So I would be working with children and adults to teach them to ride, but their lives got better. And I loved that. Well, I noticed that, and I kind of left that equestrian academy and went on in life. And then I went through some life changes and transitions where I was exposed to a lot of counseling and therapy, and I got a degree in psychology and started in a master's program in counseling, and ended up being a manager of a therapeutic riding stable. And I thought, wow, this is interesting. And as I was there, it's when I really started to develop these equine-assisted psychotherapy programs, equine-assisted learning programs, and worked with some veterans programs, and really saw how much the horses could help the individuals, and I was passionate about it. And since then, I have wanted to develop an organization and a facility where not only did we help with the individuals with the horses, but that we could even expand our field of care.
So how is Envision somewhat different from other similar organizations? I know that there are several organizations that use dogs, canines, to help. How is Envision different even from other organizations using horses?
Right. Well, the main focus that we want to be different is in two phases. One is our equestrian programs. Again, we're focusing on helping more than just the individual. We want to help support the entire family. What we found is families that are in transition, whether they have a disabled member or whether there are broken families or, foster care families, they have a tremendous amount of stress that needs to be managed. And the family system itself is under a lot of stress. So at Envision, we want to provide programs that help support the siblings, the caregivers, the parents, the guardians, whether those are equestrian programs or even other types of therapeutic programs. Could be art programs, could be music programs, so that would all be going on at the same time that the client is getting services, so they're not running all over town. One area. The other area is we want to have a referral network, which we already do have, where we can offer referrals to other holistic professionals, such as homeopathic practitioners or nutrition practitioners or chiropractic practitioners, again, aimed and designed to help surround the client in a holistic modality as well as the entire family.
So you get the people that you wish to serve, you get those purely through referrals or directly? You reach some people directly?
Right. We have a lot of individuals that find us through our website and through referrals. Equine therapy and equine assisted activities is very popular right now. It's kind of the latest buzz. And so the demand and need for that is very strong.
Does the organization own its own horses and accept horse donations, or where are you with respect to the animals that you work with?
Well, right now we are very fortunate. We are utilizing two facilities that own their own horses. These are people's homes, and they have horses, and they're allowing us to utilize their homes and their horses for our clients, and that's wonderful. However, we need to expand. And so we are right now in the middle of a capital campaign to purchase our own property, and as we purchase our own property, then we will be receiving donations of horses, and then we will have probably our own horses. We will allow people sometimes to donate them and on occasion kind of lease them to us, loan them to us. They become a family member, so sometimes people don't really want to let go of them all the way.
I can appreciate that. So what dollar amount are you targeting in your capital campaign?
Right now we're targeting $1.2 million, and we're almost halfway there with some of our pledges, so we're very excited about that. We believe that that's really the target that will help us acquire property and adapt it to the population that we want to serve, as well as that will also help us in some of our scholarshiping and support for some of the horses.
So you are attempting to own your own property and raising money for it. Will you be doing construction of facilities and that kind of thing? What are your plans?
Well, most likely we would be getting an existing equestrian facility, and it would need to be modified or adapted. That is kind of what we're thinking at this point.
What's your timeline?
As soon as possible.
Okay. Can you give us some examples of real life situations in which Envision has assisted people?
Yes, there's been some incredible stories. I'd like to give you two. One's been very recent, and it's in the division of therapeutic writing. And my associate has a student that has a condition called echolalic, which I believe is on the autism spectrum. And he basically can verbalize, but only in a repetitive way, kind of like parroting what he hears. Doesn't have the ability to express his own thoughts. Well, since he has been doing therapeutic writing for 3 sessions now, the parents came to the instructor and said, he said, I want to ride Monty. And the parents were in tears. This was an incredible verbalizing breakthrough that they had experienced with their son. And it's just life-changing. And we also have a story on our website called Nicole's Story, and it goes in much more depth of an individual that, again, learns to do some verbalization through the work of the horses.
Well, that is somewhat breathtaking
It is.
To sit here and listen to. So how can people get involved, and what are some of your current needs?
Well, we would love people to be involved. We do have a website, and that is www.envisiontherapy.org. And you can also email us at info@envisiontherapy.org. We have needs of capital contributions, so we're looking for major and minor donors of all sizes. And we're also looking for individuals that just really have a passion to be a part of this. We really believe that there are some people out there that will hear this, be passionate about it, and have things to contribute, possibly finances, but possibly grant writing services or, other types of services and skills that we could utilize, maybe construction or development kind of skills for the property and those type of things. So basically contact us. We also have a Donate Now button on our website. Just need to hit the Home tab, and that will pop up, and you can donate there.
Will donations go straight to the capital campaign or be used specifically for current operations unless you designate capital campaign?
Right. We can do directed donations. So if you decide that you want it to go to the capital campaign, it can be directed that way. It will probably go into the general fund. Large donations will definitely go to the capital campaign, but you can direct those.
What part of town are you presently working in?
Right now we are in the area of the 51 freeway in Shea, which is really, really well centrally located. And again, it's a very foundational belief for us that we need to be centrally located. We can easily be out in Rio Verde or up near Cave Creek, and we've rejected some opportunities there because we really feel that part of our vision is to help families release some of their stress, and we don't need them to be driving an hour to get where they need to be. So we'd like to be located somewhere between the east side of the 101 freeway and maybe Central Avenue, maybe Shea Boulevard, up to Dynamite area, that kind of section.
How many people have you served either from the beginning or annually? What kind of measure can we look at there?
Well, right now, currently, we have a capacity to serve about 25 individuals a week where we're located. And I'd say we've served at least 100 individuals over the last year. We would like to expand that to be able to service anywhere between 75 and 100 individuals a week. We really feel like we can do those kind of numbers and make a huge difference in impact in the community by impacting the lives of those individuals and families.
Terrific. Is there anything else you want to tell us about Envision Therapy? I think we could talk all afternoon.
Yes, I would love to. Another core part of our Envision vision is that we are committed to doing research. And we are looking to partner with a national research partnership to develop some evidence-based research into why does this work? We know that it does. It's a big boom throughout the country and the world, both for the physical disabilities and for the emotional and psychological work that we do. But there's not a lot of evidence-based research as to how does it work? Why does it work? So we really want to help provide that at our center. That we believe will help create some more funding for individuals because insurance companies may be able to support this as some therapeutic interventions, which right now it's not supported. So that's a huge piece. And then we also plan on developing some web-based instructional design. So the research information we learn, we can disseminate to other therapeutic centers, as well as developing educational programs for our clients and their families in-house.
Is there sort of a national network of equine therapeutic centers?
Yes, there is. There's a couple of them, actually.
And you are generally part of those networks?
Yes, our instructors are all certified through those networks, and once we have our own facility, our facility will be certified through those networks.
Well, terrific, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here today and talking about Envision Therapy. We'll take a break and return to speak with Victoria Longfellow.
Thank you so much for having me.